But yeah, I land
Yeah,
and then walk.
because she knows she's trying to fit the pose.
Right.
So I was like, why did you turn your foot at that angle?
Because you're supposed to.
I don't know. I mean, what is the angle? Like, really? I mean, what is the angle? Like, is there? I mean, I know 30 degrees, or but really, like, I don't know. Okay. So I do know that it's a front-facing position, but she's now sort of twisted because the way that she'd set her leg up turns her pelvis actually this way a little bit, right? So I was like, well, what happens when you turn your toes in further? She can't do it because she doesn't have dorsiflexion. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
And now she's starting to pronate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to say, use the blanket.
And can I come out of that tweaked
Yeah.
version?
Yep. But I want her to put her heel back a little further. Yeah, nope. Yep. She might need a little more support for that. Yeah, good. Okay, and now she's pushing the heel down and she's trying to lift the ball of the foot. Right? So there's work there.
Is that what you do?
So
You know?
much, yeah, and it's like,
And it's
not
it's
not
an
just here,
extension
but all the
because
way
they're
up.
related.
Right,
And you said, I don't feel like I'm in Warrior One anymore.
right. So this starts to feel like crescent to me. It's because I've gotten used to this wonky.
Because that's your Warrior One.
It's like some,
I don't really care where your foot goes in Warrior One, but I do care that we're making change in the tissue when we're looking at it this way, right? And so now you're feeling the work here and here, and you kind of are in crescent, but not really, because if you were in crescent, show me crescent. That's crescent.
Right.
You're actually going toward Warrior One, like, you know, but I'm working with what your body is telling me. So that's Warrior One, just as much as the other one is Warrior One. But the reason that you put your foot that way in Warrior One is not because any other reason than that's the end of your ankle dorsiflexion. Like, that's what you do. And if I try to make you turn it further anymore, you start to pronate. It's cool. And if you're in a flow class, can you move the blanket? You can still don't put your heel down,
All right.
just do the work if you want to, you know? So lift the heel, turn it back a little, and do the work from there if you want. You can still work, you know? I mean, you might have a teacher that comes by and says, put your heel down.
Right.
Says, you know, but then, and you can, like with my pigeon, you can choose to put your heel down, and, you know, but you can also do that
right.
if you want to. If you're that way, you don't have to like keep, you know, getting a prop or whatever. Or you can just do Warrior One the way you're used to, and it's a
And
different
not make
pose.
any change.
And yeah, and it's no big deal. Like but I don't know how does the foot go in Warrior One? The back foot, what's the angle? It is 100% dictated by the person, their morphology, their range of motion, and what they're doing the pose for. So just do your regular Warrior One. That's one way of doing the pose, and then I showed another way. They're both Warrior One. It's not correct or incorrect. They're just different. Right?